Hey gorgeous, welcome to my channel. My name is Roxana and my garden is located in central Indiana in zone 5. I'm really at the border of 5 and 6, but just to be safe, I consider myself zone 5. If you're new here, this channel is a way for me to document everything that is going on in my own garden, in my small urban garden. And I try to make videos showing you what I have going on, the things that I'm doing, the fails, everything that I'm learning. I am not here to teach. I said this in a lot of videos. I am not here to teach you, but I am just showing you what I'm doing so that maybe you can get inspired or maybe even learn a thing or two on how to or how not to do things in your own garden. So today I am going to show you this gorgeous boxwood hedge that I planted in 2019, 3 years ago. And I am very happy. Honestly, these boxwoods have been doing amazing. So let me show you a little bit of what I did 3 years ago. Back in 2019, I had a small round hedge of boxwood winter gems. I had them all around my fountain, my garden fountain, and they were very small boxwoods, and they had already been there for about a year. I planted those in 2018, but in 2019 I decided that I wanted to extend that hedge and I wanted to add a few more boxwoods, and thankfully I found a bunch of little 1-gallon winter gem boxwoods at my local store. It was either Lowe's or Home Depot. I can't honestly remember where I found them, but I believe that at the time I paid about $8 a piece, which looking back it is a small fortune because I added a bunch of them. And yes, looking back, they were very tiny, but I know that once they get established, they will just start growing quicker and quicker each year. And 3 years later, I am very happy on how the whole hedge is looking. Each of the boxwoods are planted approximately 16 inches from each other, and at the time of planting I added a bunch of fertilizer, regular plankton from Spoma, whatever fertilizer I have on hand. I am not really married to one fertilizer, but I do love plankton from Spoma because I can use it pretty much with anything in my garden. Shrubs, perennials, annuals, and I think that it's one of those fertilizers that you cannot go wrong. When I extended this boxwood hedge, I added 10 extra boxwoods, winter gem boxwoods. And I love winter gems because they are a glossy, dark green type of foliage, and I love that. I don't really think that winter gem suffers too much from browning in the winter, at least not where I have them. And I am very happy that these guys do well in the winters here in Indiana. from the time that I planted these boxwoods back in 2019, I had not had to replace any of them due to winter loss or disease or any other sort of pest. I actually had to only replace one from my original hedge, the original round hedge that I had going under from the year before, and it was an easy fix. I just found a bigger boxwood at my local store from the same type, and I replaced it, and it was an easy thing. And honestly, you can't even tell right now which of those boxwoods is the one that I replaced. As far as watering and fertilizing goes, I don't have any irrigation with these boxwoods right now. That is a plan for next year, for 2023. But this year and from the past years, I only water by hand. The first year when these boxwoods were planted, I was here almost every week for a few months, just giving them water, making sure that they had moisture. And like I mentioned, I only fertilized once when I planted it. And after that, each spring, I just add a little bit of fertilizer around the roots, around the edge, either Planton or whatever other fertilizer I have on hand. They really just get fertilizer once a year, and I don't see any need to add more or to reduce the amount of fertilizer that I give them. I keep mulch around these boxwoods, and like any other flower bed in my garden, I do try to keep the weeds down to a certain point, but some days are better than others as far as weeds go, but it's really a quick cleanup and maintenance as far as these boxwoods go. I try to give them a nice pruning for keeping them nice and tidy twice a year, once in the spring and once in the late summer. And honestly, sometimes my time goes away with other things going on in the garden, and sometimes I end up having to trim these guys in the middle of summer, and they handle the heat and the pruning very well. Like I said, this might not be the case for you in your zone, but here in central Indiana, I find these guys to be super hardy, very resistant to the heat, and as long as you keep them water once in a while, they will love your garden forever. If you are new to my channel, you will find that I love boxwoods. I have them in hedges, I have them in containers, and I have them by themselves here in a little corner or two. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It has been so much fun making update videos from things that I have growing here for the past few years, and I am so excited to show you other things that I'm working on right now. Just a little bit of chaotic with kids at home and a lot of other things going on, so bear with me as far as videos go. But if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give it a like, share it somewhere, leave me a comment, and if you're not subscribed, maybe today is the day. Thank you, and until the next time.